start the recording, make sure it's started. And actually, come to think of it, what I have to do now is change it from texting you to having the actual and bring up this one. Okay.
Perfect.
All right. So you've got here we go. So you just received a text message from your friend John, and he was walking with you recently. You both happened to see a flyer for a study, and the flyer looks like, here we go, that, just for reference purposes.
Okay.
And he remembered that you took a picture of it, and he says, in the text message says, hey, can you send me that information? So there's a new app on this phone. It's called Get Text, and what I want you to try to do is see if you can pull the text out of this picture and then send that text to him instead of sending the actual picture itself.
Okay.
Okay, and you notice the little circle there that says home? That's your fake home button.
Okay, that works for me.
For obvious reasons.
Yep.
So use that anytime that you would need to use a home button.
Awesome. All right, so I'm going to go home and go to my, I'll open Get Text. And then I'm going to import new. Importing new photos with text, it tells me rejection study, so I see what I want. I'm going to open this one. And then I don't want to send the photos, so I'm going to say select all plus copy. So that put it on my clipboard. So I'm going to go back home. I'm going to open my messages. Then I'm going to open my iMessage, paste that in, send that off.
Okay, good. We're going to do one other small task while we're here.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember when you hit the import new, more than one thing came in? More than one picture came in.
Oh, yes, it did, yeah.
So let's go back and take a look at that.
Yep.
See what that other one was.
Yeah, so it was theories when you ...
Yeah, it was, that's a sign you saw on a door as you wandered by, and you thought it was kind of funny. You took a picture of it. But you hadn't really intended to import that into this app.
Right, right.
So you're thinking, is there a way I could just get rid of it like it never came in?
Yeah. So let me see. So I have kind of two trains of thought that are happening. A lot of times there's some gestures in here, so I could swipe over, but I think that, that's going to mess it up. But if I swipe over and hit delete, that's sort of a known thing, but I'm going to go into it and see if I can delete from here maybe. So I'm going to click remove to get this to leave, remove. This will remove added to main to text, but will not delete the photo from your iPhone. Okay, cool. So then I'm good. It was removed.
Okay, super. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to borrow the phone back and set you up for the next task. And here we go.
Alrighty.
All right. So, and you got another message from your friend John. He's always got questions for you.
Great.
And you two had been in a presentation recently, and there was a slide about good ideas of things you should have in a portfolio. And he remembered you took a picture of it, and he was hoping you would be able to send him the information.
Awesome. So I'm going to go back home. I'm going to go into the application, import some new photos. Okay, and I see this, the what's good to have. Yep. Cool. And then I'm going to copy it again. Home, messages, paste it in form, send that in.
Okay, so one more small task, and when you imported again, there was more than one thing that came in. Let's go take a look at that.
Yep, so is this the license plate?
Yeah, go ahead and tap on the license plate. So anything looks unusual about that, or surprising, I guess?
Yeah, I don't know why, I guess I had the assumption that it would only take my license plate number. Like, I don't necessarily want the Georgia.gov, or Cobb is kind of useful, but I think it's just a little too much information. Let me see this. Oh, and then it also captured Cobb and this again, which I didn't even know that was on a license plate to match the sticker.
Yeah,
Smart
it's interesting because, you know, as humans, we know what's important and we see the large part, and without thinking about it, we kind of ignore all the other
it's
text.
like you block it out.
But boom, left to right, top to bottom, it pulls everything in the same order.
Mm-hmm.
So suppose you said, like you said, maybe you don't want all this other stuff.
Yeah.
You think there's a way you could kind of get rid of that and leave only the license plate number, because you might want to copy it and paste it some other place. Some
yeah,
other time.
So I see what I want, and that's the license plate number. So I'm going to try to like hold down. And then I want this part. Oh. Okay. I guess I could delete that. Like line by line. I think I would probably just copy from here and paste it wherever I wanted it. So I'm going to save that though. Save my changes. Delete all the stuff around it. Save that.
Okay. Why don't we go back to the all button just to take a quick look at that. Look, does that look a little bit different?
Yeah, it's much cleaner because it doesn't say the www.georgia.gov, which is very random. But yeah, I can like, it's much more like scannable now the way it's written.
Okay. So what we'll do now is we'll stop this.